Type of a healthy woman is 46XXB. Yes, okay. Water in the organism is important because it acts as a solvent for many substances. Yes, it participates in transport of substances in the body. Yes, it influences temperature regulation. Yes, thermal regulation. It allows ionization of molecules in the compounds. Yes, everything dissociates in water. It is a source of nitrogen. Useless. It concentrates hypotonic solutions. No, it cannot. It prevents the entry of pathogens into the cell. No, how can water do that? It directly participates in many reactions. Yes. What specificity of enzymes do we recognize? Absolute and stereochemical. That I've just memorized. I have no idea what this even means. The karyotype of woman with Turner syndrome is 45XX4. No, false, 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 false. True. What? 45X only. Okay, this one is problematic. The gonochorism is. Oh, okay. Gonochorism is when male and female individuals can be distinguished. Yes. Development. Yes. When two distinct genders can be distinguished. Yes. Similarity of male and female individuals. No. When male and female individuals can be distinguished. Yes. Development of. I don't think so. When two distinct genders can be distinguished. Yes. Similarity. No. Phenomenon when an organism produces one type of gamete. Yes, not both type. When produces macrogametes or microgametes. Yes. Gonochorism is when both can be differentiated. So 5. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Okay. I have no idea what gonochorism means, but that's what I've memorized. The ability of the organism to adapt to the external environment is called homeostasis. 6 is called adaptability. Oh, karyotype of a man with Down syndrome is 47XY plus 21. 7. Yes. Down syndrome, they have one extra, an XY plus 21. Okay. What is true about symbols in a pedigree? Square represents not unknown. A filled circle represents an affected woman. Yes. Filled square represents not a healthy man, a diseased man. An empty square represents a healthy man. Yes. A dot in the square represents a carrier heterozygote. Yes. Filled square represents an affected man. Yes. Generation designated by Roman numerals and Arabic numerals. 8. False, true, false, and true. False, true, false, and all of them true. Okay. What is true about extranuclear inheritance? DNA molecules are found. Well, what is true about extranuclear inheritance? DNA molecules are found in mitochondria and chloroplast in one copy. No, they have multiple copies, 2 to 16, I guess. I don't know. Traits determined by genes in mitochondria are inherited the same way as traits determined by molecular nuclear genes? No. Inheritance of traits controlled by it's non-Mendelian. Inheritance of traits controlled by extranuclear genes differs from nuclear inheritance. Yes. DNA molecules are found in mitochondria and chloroplast in multiple copies. DNA molecules are found in mitochondria? Yes. Okay. Mendel's applies. It is non-Mendelian inheritance. Maternal inheritance is common. Paternal inheritance is not common. 9. False, false, true, true, false. False, false, true, true, false, true, true, false. Yes. Okay. Osmotic lysis of cells occurs in the environment. Okay. Osmotic lysis of cells. Hypotonic. Yes. It's hypotonic, more water. Hypertonic, no. An environment in which osmotic pressure is lower, higher. In an atonic environment, isotonic, an environment in which the osmotic pressure is the same, higher than the cell, hyperosmotic. No. 10. True, false, true. Baggies are false. True, false, true. Oh, come on. Baggies are false. In an environment in which the osmotic pressure is lower, so the water is more. Yeah. Okay, in an environment in which the osmotic pressure is lower, yes. Ugh. Okay. What is the basis for sexual reproduction in all multicellular organisms? Presence of somatic cells? No. Differentiation of cells into gametes? Yes. Presence of chromosomes? I don't think so. Presence of no. Presence of yes. Differentiation of cells into zygotes, no. Blastomeres, no. Presence of coupling, no. 11. False, true, false, false, true, false, true, false, false, true, and false, false, false. Okay. Embryos of all multicellular animals pass in their individual development in the stage of morula, blastula, gastrula. Okay, not this, not this, not mesoderm, not mesoglia, not ectoderm. Okay. 12. True, true, false, true. That's it. Amino acids in the protein molecule are linked by the peptide bond. Yes, it is a covalent bond. Relatively high energy, 13. False, false, true. And last one, true. Okay. Yeah, but high energy bond with double and triple. Complementary bond, no. Ester bond, no. Peptide bond, yes. High energy bond, double or triple bond, but not single. No. Hydrogen bond, no way. Glycosidic, no way. Low energy bond, it's not low energy as well. Covalent, okay. Conjugation occurs in bacteria and ciliata. 14. True, true. Yes. Conjugation occurs in bacteria and ciliata. Sexual dimorphism is differentiation of the method of sexual reproduction. Dimorphism. Yeah, it. Dioecious plants. Okay, so same individual. Differentiation of the method. No. When individuals of different gender can be distinguished. No. Existence of the same. Yes. When individuals. No. When can be distinguished by primary thing. No. Separation of external and internal fertilization. No. Differentiation of the method. $15. False, true, false, true, true. False, true, false, true, true. False, false, true. Okay. Differentiation of the method of reproduction. No. When individuals of different genders can be distinguished by primary and secondary. 6. Gonad's morphological and functional properties. Dimorphism. So dimorphism, gonochorism here. Model organisms used in biological experiments are viruses, bacteria, Drosophila, amphibians, guinea pigs, eubionts, or ribosomes. नहीं है. False, true, false. Okay. Inbreeding is infection in which heterozygous frequency increases. Homozygous, interspecific crossing. ये क्या होती है? Mating of relatives. Yes. Crossing of heterozygotes. No. Method used in selective breeding. Yes. Crossing in which with very similar genotypes. Yes. Opposite of panmixia. No. Reduction in which results in homozygosity. 17. False, what's true? False. Baki sub true. False, what's true? False. Baki sub true. Opposite of panmixia. Panmixia, not mixing. Not mixing का opposite है. Okay. When does crossing over occur during meiotic division? In prophase of the first meiotic division and prophase of the second meiotic division. When does crossing over occur during meiotic division? 18. Crossing over. Prophase of the first meiotic division and the first phase of the first meiotic division. X chromosome can be detected in a sperm cell, in an egg cell, in a hepatocyte, in cells of the buccal mucosa, in a neuron, in a hair follicle, in a somatic cell, in neuroglia. 19. Everything is true. Genes are located in DNA macromolecules, are found in proteins, form the karyotype. Genes? No. Are in every human cell? No. They can be found in mature erythrocytes? No. Are sequences of amino acids? No. Sequence of nucleotides? Yes. Located in the cell nucleus? Yes. 20. True. And last two. Okay. 21. Various cells are grouped into higher units that are called. Various tissues are grouped into higher units that are called organs. Yes, 21. Okay. According to the complexity of an individual, we divide the organisms into acellular, single cellular, multicellular, and viruses, single cell and multicellular. Yes. 22. True, false, true. Okay. The function of the epithelium is resorption, absorption, not support, not connection, covering of surfaces, excretion, protection, not contraction. 23. True, false, true, false, false. Okay, fertilization is fecundation. Yes. Fusion of gametes. Fertilization. Yes. Fusion, yes. Not production. Fusion, yes. Fusion of gametes. No. Process of new formation of zygote. Yes. Process does not occur in isogametes. No. Occurs in isogametes and anisogametes as well. 24. True, false, true, true. Okay, chromosomes. Are all chromosomes in sex cells? No. Are found only in sex cells? Yes. Their presence or absence in the gamete determines genome determines like are sex chromosomes that carry genes exclusively determining their development? No. Inherited exclusively from father and sons are non-homologous chromosomes, thus they do not pair during meiosis. I don't think so. Are non-homologous chromosomes. Are chromosomes where all aneuploids are incompatible with life. Are X and Y in humans with male beings that had sex. 25. False was true or akhri true? False. क्या यार? False true और आखिरी are not found only. सब में होते हैं. The development of an unfertilized is called parthenogenesis. 26. Okay. Which statements are true? Mitochondrial DNA is mostly circular. Yes. Some proteins are exclusively synthesized in the mitochondria. Yes. All protons in mitochondrial genome DNA are the same. No. Diploid cells typically have 2 copies of mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA is not transmitted to the next generation of cells, but is encoded in an origin word. Mitochondrial DNA is not essential for the cell. Word transcription. Transcripts of mitochondrial genes are transported to the cytoplasm where translation occurs. No. वहीं पे ही हो जाती है. The inheritance of traits. Mitochondrial genes are transported to the cytoplasm where translation occurs. Yes, the inheritance of traits governed by extranuclear genes. Inheritance of traits governed by extranuclear genes differs from nuclear inheritance. Only traits in male mitochondria are transmitted. ये क्या बकवास है? 27. True, बाकी सब false. Transcript mitochondria वहीं पे ही होती है यार. They have everything they need to produce their own proteins. Regulation in the cell is affected by 28. Changing the movement of cellular structures in the cytoplasm. Regulation in the cell is affected by changing the movement of cellular structures in the cytoplasm. Regulation in the cell is affected by changing the movement of cellular structures. No. Number of enzymes in the cytoplasm and their activity. Changing the enzyme activity, slowing the movement, reducing the movement of water, changing the enzyme activity in cellular structures. By changing enzyme activity in the cytoplasm, in cellular structures. No, by accelerating the movement of cellular structures. What? 28. False, true. False. Number of enzymes in the cytoplasm and cellular structures. Yeah. No. Changing enzyme activity in the cytoplasm and changing enzyme activity in cellular structures. Okay, number of enzymes से कुछ नहीं होता. Hermaphroditism. Statement organism. This is the one. Statement organism. Yeah. Both yes. Gender differentiation, no. Development of yes. Same as gonochorism, no. Occurs for some mosses. Occurs on double-seeded plants. Basis no. 29. True, true, false, true, false, true. True, true, false, true, false, true, false, false. Okay. Okay. Uh, Anatomy belongs to the sciences examining the construction of tissue, systemic, exploring the structure and shapes of organism, morphological, taxonomic, physiological, examining the structure and function of cells, applied, physiological, taxonomic, morphological, examining the construction of tissues. Yes, systematic. They say no. Exploring the structure and shapes of the organism, morphological, not taxonomic. Okay, 30. False, false, true, true. False, false, true, true. Examining the construction of tissues, that's histology. Structure and shapes of organisms and morphological, that's it. Which statement about human genetics is true? Oh, I hate this question. Okay. It deals with inherited diseases while physiologically normal human traits. This is wrong. Clinical genetics deal with genetic diseases. Yes. Cytogenetics deals with the detection of gene rearrangement down to the size of few nucleotides in one nucleotide. Also, nuclear genetics primarily utilizes the method of cytomolecular genetics. Karyotyping? No way. Molecular genetics? Nah. Investigating the impact of chromosomal number changes on the phenotype is the subject of cytogenetic studies. Investigating the impact of chromosomal number changes. Investigating the impact of chromosomal number changes on phenotype is the subject of cytogenetic studies. Yes. Cytogenetics, molecular genetics, a population and specialized state of human genetics. Yes. Human genetics employs different study methods than the genetics of other organisms. Of course. Goal of human genetics is to limit pathological mutation by creating clean lines. Yes. 31. False, true, false, false. False, true, false, false. Everything else true. Now I like this question. Regulation in higher multicellular organisms under control of central regulatory mechanisms. Not cell nucleus, regulating structural genes. No specific entity. No DNA, RNA, centralized nervous system, and hormonal system. Yes, mechanisms of ensuring homeostasis and integrity of the organism. Are under control of integrity of the organism. I don't think so. 32. Mechanisms ensuring homeostasis and integrity of the organism. Yes, ये वही तो हैं. If one strand of DNA contains 40% guanine, ATCG, what percentage of cytosine is the one complementary strand? 40, 33, false, 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 true. Okay, if one strand of DNA contains 63% adenine, AT, thymine is an mRNA, 0%, 34, okay. Hormonal regulation in comparison to nerve regulation is phylogenetically older. That's true. Phylogenetically younger, faster than nerve regulation. No, phylogenetically equal. Suppressed in plants. Hormonal regulation is the only regulation. Slower than nervous regulation. Yes. In plants, an exclusive management mode. Yes. Result of external agents influencing the manifestation of genetic potential of the cell. Yes. 35. True. और आखिरी 3. शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. The differentiation is a process that leads to different genomes in the cells. Differentiation is a process that leads to different genomes in the cells. What? No. Differentiation, organ formation during oogenesis. No. Process that leads to changes of structure and function in the originally same cells. Yes. Process that leads to changes of structure and function in the originally different cells. No. Phenomenon where daughter cell is not identical to the parent cell and they have the same genomes. Yes. Phenomenon where no. The effect of external agent on gene expression of the cells. Yes. False, 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 true, false, true, false. False, 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 true, false, true, false. Okay. Multicellular organisms are called not gonia. Sperm cells and microgametes. False, 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 true, false, true, false. False, true, false, true, false, true, false, true. Spermatozoa. Not gonia, but zoa, yes. I have to look this up. Matozoa. It's undifferentiated. Gonia? No. Zoa? Yes. Female gametes are 38. Graphian follicles? No. No. Oocytes? No. 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 Oospheres? No. Macrogametes? Yes. Microspores? No. Oocytes? 38. False, false, true, false, 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 true. Spermatozoa. वो जोआ कुछ नहीं होता, वो साइट्स होते हैं. Yeah, okay. Methods and research used in biology are observation, scientific description, not reading, experimentation, and comparison. Not democracy, defenestration, or conjugation. Not reading as well. 39. True, true, false, true, true. Okay. 38. False, false, true, false, 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 true. Okay. ठीक है. Yeah. Methods and the product of transcription is a polypeptide. No. A complementary DNA. No. A messenger RNA. Yes. Polymerase. No. Amino acid. No. Nucleoside. Nucleotide. Messenger RNA. 40. True. False. False. True. और आखिरी. Okay. Biotic factors of the environment are dependence of biotic factors are live factors. Dependence of heterotrophic organism, autotrophic. Yes. Host and parasite relationship. Yes. Symbiosis. Yes. Activity of other organisms in the biosynthesis. Yes. Temperature. No. Atmospheric pressure. No. Light energy. No. Content of biogenic elements. लेकिन वो elements हैं वो live तो नहीं है. 41. True. Okay. Sugar in RNA is deoxy. No, ribose. It is a pentose and it's ribose. Not glucose, not lactose, not fructose. Dideoxyribose. ये क्या होता है? Deoxyribose, that's DNA. Furanose तो कहीं है ही नहीं. 42. False, false, true. False, false, true. Okay. Which polysaccharides have storage function? Sucrose, no. Cellulose, no. Glucose, no. Chitin, no. Starch and glycogen. Fructose and galactose. 43. False, 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 true, true. Okay. Process of doubling genetic information is called the process of doubling genetic information. Reduplication. Replication, transcription, translation, protein synthesis, S-phase deletion, meiosis. ये सब नहीं है. 44 last. Replication. Okay. The enzyme that adds complementary bases during replication is DNA polymerase and RNA primase. 45. False was false, true or akhri. Okay. Bacteriology studies bacteria, bacteriophage. No, belongs to microbiology. Systemic biological science, part of microbiology. Yes, part of belongs to microbiology is a taxonomic biological science as well. 46. False, true, true or akhri. False, true, true or akhri. Okay. Nucleoid is a small region within the nucleus, contains 2 homologous chromosomes. Yes. Consists of 1 chromosome. No. Consists of 1 DNA molecule. Yes. Creates one RNA molecule? No. Has a single membrane coating? No. Is a cover of two diaphragms? No. Is a plasmid? No. Contains two polynucleotide RNA strands? No. False, true, false. 47. False, true, true. Two homologous chromosomes? It has one chromosome only and consists of one DNA molecule. Oh, come on. Okay? Come on. A human somatic cell normally has two chromosome sets. Yes, one chromosome set. No, two chromosomes. No, four chromosome sets. No, diploid count of chromosomes. Yes, haploid. No, aneuploidic. No, chromosome. Yes. 48. False, true, false, 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 true, false, false, true, true, false, 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 true, false, false, true. Cell division stops in the absence of nutrients. Yes. At the inappropriate temperature. Yes. In case of substance accumulation. Yes. Under suitable conditions. Under unsuitable condition of the external environment. Yes. In the G0 phase after treatment with inhibitory signal. Yes. G2 after stimulation. No. In the main control node of S phase. The ship has sailed. At the presence of stimulants. No. How? Why will it stop? 49. True and last three false. Okay. The G1 phase of the cell cycle is characterized by the G1 phase of the cell cycle is characterized by the initiation of synthetic processes. G1 phase of the cell cycle, initiation of synthetic processes, the preparation of mRNA replication, the cell grows, preparation of the replication of nuclear DNA, main control point is located here, chromosomes are shortened and rough, creation of two new nuclei, occurrence of cytokinesis, two new nuclei, that's not here, initiation of synthetic processes, yes, preparation of mRNA replication, messenger RNA replication, what, cell grows, I don't know. The preparation of the replication of nuclear DNA, main control point is located here. Chromosomes are shortened and rough. Creation of two new nuclei. That's false. Preparation of the replication of nuclear DNA. Preparation of the replication of nuclear DNA. Main control point is located here. Yes, chromosomes are shortened and rough. No. Okay, cell grows. Yes, preparation of replication. Yes, main control point is located here. Yes, 50. True, false, true, true, true. Preparation of mRNA replication. No way. DNA replication. Yes. Okay, but I still have to do it again. Mashallah, say every answer is correct. Okay. Which types of RNA are involved in protein synthesis? Transfer RNA, ribosomal RNA. RNA are involved. Yes. Not synthesis, not synthesis, not synthesis. This is not RNA. Not synthesis, not synthesis. 51 false false true false true 51 false false true false true. Okay, what belongs to the membrane system of eukaryotic cells? Mitochondria, they do. Endoplasmic reticulum, they do. Golgi, ribosomes, no. Mitochondria do. Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, plastids, yes. Vacuoles, yes. Okay, mitochondria, yes. Endoplasmic reticulum, yes. Golgi system, yes. Plastids, yes. Chromosomes, no. Cell inclusions, no. Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi system, plastids, vacuoles, and mitochondria, yes. Vacuoles, lysosomes, chloroplast, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, yes. Golgi system, endoplasmic reticulum, centrioles, no. Mitochondria, yes. Plastids, yes. Cytoskeleton, no. False, true, false, false, true, true. 52. False, true, false, false, true, true. MashaAllah. Biomembranes consist of two layers of phospholipid molecules and protein molecules. Biomembranes. Biomembranes consist of two layers of phospholipid molecules and protein molecules. No. I guess that kind of makes sense. Two layers of protein and carbohydrate molecules. No. Two layers of phospholipid and carbohydrate molecules. No, protein. One layer of phospholipid molecules and protein. No. Two layers of protein molecules and two layers of polysaccharide. No. One layer of phospholipid molecules. No. Phospholipid bilayer in which proteins are submerged. Yes. Cellulose network filled with proteins and what? Biomembranes. A in last 53. First and second last. Okay. Chromosomes in the metaphase of mitosis. Chromosomes in the metaphase of mitosis. Prophase, metaphase. Yeah, okay. Aligned to the central plane, aligned to the equatorial plane, aligned to the cell poles. No. Are condensed. Yes. Have the shape of the letter X. Separate from each other. No. Reduplicate. No. Aggregate to nuclei. No. True, true, false, true, true. Okay, 54. True, true, false, true, true. Right. Eukaryotic cell organelles include meiosis. It is a cell organelle. Mitosis, no. And plasma reticulum, yes. Centriole, it is a cell organelle, but it doesn't have a membrane, but it's still a cell organelle. Mitochondria, yes. Fat droplets, no. Centromeres, no. Okay. 55. False, true, false, true, true, true. False, true, false, true, true, true. Okay. Shape of non-nuclear chromosomes in eukaryotic cells is non-nuclear, circular, same as the prokaryotic ones. False, 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 true, true. 56. False, 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 true, true. Okay. Indirect division of the eukaryotic cell is called? Indirect division of the eukaryotic cell is called mitosis. 57. False, 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 true. Mitosis is indirect division. Cell cycle and its regulation might be studied effectively. Cell cycle and its regulation in tissue cultures, on viruses, no. Bacteria, no. In vitro, yes. In vivo, no. Monocultures, no. Tumors and host cells, no. Cell cycle and its regulation, your host cells, no. 58. True, false, false, true. Okay. Lysosomes are the constant membrane organ of prokaryotic cells. No. Are small vesicles made of biomembranes. Yes. Contain digestive enzymes. Yes. Contain enzymes capable of cleaving certain substances. Yes. Are the organisms of the osmotic equilibrium? No. Contain enzymes synthesizing substances secreted from the cell by exocytosis. Contain enzymes synthesizing? No. Are a permanent membrane organ of eukaryotic animal cells? Yes. Their enzymes decompose some of the substance taken into the cells. Yes. False, true, true, true. False, false, true, true. False, true, true, true. False, false, true, true. Okay, 59, 60. The phases of mitotic division in eukaryotic cells are? Phases of mitotic division in eukaryotic cells are? Okay, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Okay, true, false, true, true, true. Okay, cells with one chromosome set are haploid. Gametes, zygote has two. Blastomere also has two. Ogona and spermatogonia are no. False, true, 61. False, true. Okay. The cell wall of the eukaryotic cell may include okay, chitin, cellulose, not chlorophyll, lignin, not mitochondria, glycogen, salts and wax, and phycoerythrin. No. 62. True, true, false, true, false, false, true. True, true, false, true, false, false, true. Okay. Where are the phycoerythrin? No. Yeah, erythrocytes. Where are the nuclear pores In the nuclear envelope of prokaryotic cells, pole of prokaryotic, inside of the nuclear envelope of prokaryotic, nucleolus of prokaryotic, nuclear envelope of the eukaryotic cell. Yes. Poles of the nucleus of, no. On the inner side, no. In the nucleolus, no. False, false, false. 4 false, true. 63, 4 false, true. Okay. A special type of cell cycle that forms gametes is called. A special type of cell cycle that forms gametes is called meiosis. Yes. Reduction division. False true, false true. 64. False true, false true. Okay, 65. The plasmic membrane of cells is permeable only in certain cells. No. Semi-permeable. Yes. Equally permeable. No. Characterized by selective permeability. Yes. Structure that separates the nucleus. No. Perforated. No. Windowed. What? The structure that separates the cell from the environment. Yes. Part of the cell wall. No. False true, false true, false, false true. False true, false true, false, false true. Okay. One of the important metabolic processes in the cell in which new protein molecules are produced is called prototrophy, phago, proteosynthesis, pinocytosis, exocytosis, autotrophy, heterotrophy, oxidative phosphorylation. False, false, true. Okay. Proteosynthesis. The nitrogenous base uracil is found only in mRNA. Only गलत है. Only in single stranded DNA. तो बिल्कुल गलत. Only in DNA. Only in RNA. Yes, that's true. Only in RNA. In both DNA, in transfer RNA, only in ribosomal, only in genes. False, false, true, false, true. 67. False, 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 true, false, true. Okay. Chromosomes can be found in the cell nucleus membrane. Chromosomes can be found in the cell nucleus membrane. Chromosomes can be found in the cell nucleus membrane, cytoplasm, prokaryotic cells, cell nucleus of eukaryotic cells, chloroplast, mitochondria, chromosomes, circular chromosomes, yes, the endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, centromere. False, false, true, true, true. 68, false. Cytoplasm of false, true, 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 true. Prokaryotic cells do have chromosomes, they just don't have a nucleus. The ability of a cell to absorb microorganisms is called pinocytosis, phagocytosis, I guess, yeah, phagocytosis. Diffusion specific immunity, blah blah blah, false, false, true. 69, false, false, true. Okay, 70. Autotrophic cells can use energy. Autotrophic cells can use which energy? Kinetic, chemical only. Autotrophic can use only chemical. That's it. False, true. 70, false, true. Okay. Ribosomes have the size of several dozen nanometers. Yes, 70s and 80s are composed of ribonucleic acid and sugars. RNA and sugars, no. RNA and proteins, yes. Composed of DNA and protein, no. Prokaryotic cells are larger, no. Are composed of a biological membrane. Ribosomes, no. Are composed of DNA, RNA, and proteins, no. And prokaryotic cells are smaller, yes. True, false, true, and akhri. True, false, true, or akhri. Yes, okay. The mitotic cell apparatus is composed of mitotic apparatus is composed of mitotic mitosis meiosis. Okay. Centromeres, I don't think so. Centrioles, yes. Nuclear filaments of this, yes. Mitochondria, chloroplast, cellulose fibers, chromatin. Centrioles, filaments, not chromatin, chromosomes. 72, false, true, false, true. False, true, false, true. Shukr, alhamdulillah. Okay, phospholipids in the biomembrane are arranged. Phospholipids in the biomembrane are arranged into a bilayer in which protein molecules are incorporated. Phospholipids into a bilayer in which protein molecules are incorporated. Phospholipids are arranged into two layers. Into a monolayer, into two double layers, into the globular layers, into the one layer of lipids, to what? 73, false, true. Yeah, you say it. This is true. Okay. Protein synthesis takes place. in cellular inclusions. Protein synthesis takes place in cellular inclusions. On ribosomes, cellular inclusion, cytoskeletal fibers, ribosomes, yes, microtubules, no, ribosomes in the cytoplasm, yes, ribosomes and lysosomes, no, ribosomes attached to the plasmid reticulum, yes, ribosomes attached to centromeres, no, false, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, false, true, false, true, false, true, okay. How many biomembranes cover the nucleus? 2 in eukaryotic cells. Bilayer. 2 in eukaryotic cell, 1 in eukaryotic cell, 3 in eukaryotic cell, in eukaryotic cells by 2 membranes. 2 in prokaryotic cell, 1 in prokaryotic cell, 3 in prokaryotic cell, prokaryotic cell, no membrane, yes. False, true, true, false, true, false, false, true, or आखिरी. True, false, false, true, or आखिरी. Okay. Nucleus is part of the cell wall. May contain a nucleolus. Yes. Contains mainly RNA. No. Eukaryotic cells have 2 membranes. Yes. Main component in prokaryotic cells are chromosomes. Nucleus, but isn't even in there. Main component in eukaryotic cells are chromosomes. Yes. Control center of the cell. Yes. Decreases by mitosis. What? False, true, false, true, false, true, true. 76. False, true, false, true, false, true, true. Okay. Glycogen is a bacterial metabolite. Glycogen is a bacterial metabolite. Animal cell polysaccharide. Yes, not bacterial. Vegetable starch. No. Supply of viruses. Animal starch. Animal cell polysaccharide, animal starch, anabolic enzyme, catabolic enzyme, glycogen. Glucose to glycogen. Okay, part of the cell wall. 77. False, true, false, false, true. 77. False, true, false, false, true. Okay. DNA replication in a cell occurs in. DNA replication in a cell occurs in the Golgi system. DNA replication occurs in the cell nucleus. Lysosomes, chloroplast, and mitochondria also. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, plasma membrane. No. False, true, false, true, true. False, true, false, true, true. Okay. Cell cycle phase in which nuclear DNA replication and duplication of nuclear chromosomes occurs is called. In which nuclear DNA replication and duplication of nuclear chromosomes. G1, synthesis phase. Nuclear DNA replication. This is not M phase, synthesis of cellular organelles. I guess it's G1, the main control point. False, false, true, false, true. Oh no, okay. False, false, true, false. False, false, true, false, true और आखिरी. False, false, true, false, true और आखिरी. Synthesis phase and interphase. पहले interphase में हो जाती है replication. फिर G1 में cell grows. Okay. The phases of mitosis include prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. 80. False, true, true, false, false, true, true. Which substances are osmotically most effective? Osmotically most effective. Electrolytes, non-electrolytes, this is it. Ions, yes. Organic substances, hydrolytic colloid gases, macromolecules. 81. False, true, true, false, true, true, false, true. Okay. Cell uses osmotic energy What? For muscle work? Transfer of substances through cell membranes. Yes. Speed impulses. No. Spread impulses. No. Transport of electrolytes through cell membranes. Yes. For cell growth. No. Regulation of metabolism. No. For preparation of mitosis. For DNA. What the? False. Oh, osmotic energy to transfer substances through cell membrane to transport electrolytes. I guess it's only electrolytes. 82. False true, false true. सही करके गलत किया. Osmotic energy is for transfer. वो electrolytes हो या ना. A nucleolus consists of nucleolus, RNA and messenger DNA, proteins and lipids, proteins in RNA, proteins in DNA, chromatin, chromosomes नहीं, one chromosome copy, ribonucleic acid, RNA and proteins from RNA and polysaccharides. False, 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 true, true, 83. False, false, true, false, 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 true. Proteins in RNA? RNA, proteins in RNA. Seriously? The cell in meiosis is divided. Cell in meiosis is divided one time. No, not once. Twice. Twice with one DNA replication. Twice with two replication. Once. 84. False, true, true, false, true. False, false, true, false, true. Not once. Which is true. Okay. Based on the complexity, cells can be divided into. Based on the complexity, cells can be divided into subcellular, protocellular, epithelial, connective, nuclear, nuclear free, prokaryotic, and eukaryotic cells. That's it. 85. False, 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 true. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. That's it. बाकी सब आम ही हैं. The oxidative phosphorylation enzyme system is located in the oxidative phosphorylation enzyme system. Oxidative phosphorylation enzyme system is located in the Golgi system. The Golgi system. Oxidative phosphorylation. Mitochondria. Chloroplast, mitochondria, plasma reticulum, cell nucleus, lysosomes, ribosomes, thylakoids. Mitochondria. False, false, true. Yeah, okay. Blastomeres. Cells generated by the mitotic zygote division. Macrogametes of bivalves. Daughter cells at meiosis. What? Cells generated by the cleavage of the zygote. Yes. What is the second meiotic division is produced by the blastulation? True, false, true, false, false, true. Yeah, blastomeres first mitotic zygotic division. In the anaphase of mitosis, the microtubules of the mitotic spindle are shortened and thus the chromosomes are pulled. 88. In the anaphase of mitosis, the microtubules of the mitotic spindle are shortened and thus the chromosomes are pulled towards centrioles. In the anaphase of mitosis, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, they're separating. Okay. The microtubules of the mitotic spindle are shortened and thus the chromosomes are pulled towards the centrioles. Microtubules of the mitotic spindle are prolonged and thus chromosomes are pulled towards the centrioles. Yes. Chromosomes are pulled towards centromeres. No. Diploid number of chromosomes is located around the centrioles. No. Haploid number. Yes. Chromosomes are shortened and thickened. No. Chromosomes concentrate in the central plane. No. That's metaphase. True, false, was true, false, was true. 88. True, false, true, false, true. True, false, true, false, true. Diploid number of chromosomes is located around the centrioles. Mitosis. In the telophase of mitosis, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, okay? Chromosomes concentrate on the central plane. No, mitotic spindle disintegrates. Yes, chromosomes change back to long fibers. Yes, new nuclear envelope will be created. Yes, structure of the nucleus is restored. Yes, cytokinesis occurs. What? Cell is being prepared for S phase, G2 phase is prepared. No. False, true, 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 true. 89. False, true, 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 true. Cytokinesis occurs. Telophase में प्रोफेज, मेटाफेज, एनाफेज, टीलोफेज, साइटोकिनेसिस. ओके, इनकी साइटोकिनेसिस टीलोफेज के साथ ही हो जाती है. The result of meiotic cell division are are cells with a diploid number of chromosomes. The result of meiotic cell division are cells with a diploid number of chromosomes, cells with a haploid number of chromosomes. Yes. Cells with 4 chromosome sets, gametes. Yes. Somatic cells, no zygote, no gametogony. What? 90. False, true, true, false, true. False, true, true, false, true. Okay. The main cell cycle segment is located in the The main cell cycle checkpoint is located in the G1 phase. (91B). That is the interphase. Okay, methods used in clinical genetics are 92. Clinical genetics are karyotype evaluation, twin studies, victim identification, population research, prenatal genetics, postnatal genetics, identification of biological samples, DNA analysis. 92. True, true, false, true, 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 false, true. Yes, ribosomes of prokaryotic cells are cellular organelles composed of a biomembrane. Ribosomes of prokaryotic cells, cellular organelles composed of a biomembrane. No. Found in the cytoplasm. Yes. Located in the nucleus. No. Involved in the construction of a rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, composed of proteins and sugars. Proteins and RNA. DNA होता ही नहीं है. Yeah, 93. False, true, false, true. False, true, false, true. Okay. The number of gonosomes in the normal somatic cell of both male and female is even, the same. 1x and 2y, 1x and the other is x or y. Same. Diploid, not haploid. 94. False, true, true, false, true. False, true, true, false, true. Diploid, haploid chromosomes होते हैं. यार क्या यार. During mitosis, eukaryotic cells are divided only once. During mitosis, eukaryotic cells are divided only once. Once with DNA replication. Yes. Once with one replication of RNA. Twice into two equal daughter cells. Yes. 4 cells. No. In the G1 phase of the cell cycle. No. In the M phase of the cell cycle. Yes. 95. Okay, crop. True, true, false, false, true, false, false, true. True, true, false, false, true, false, false, true. Okay. Forensic genetics deals with forensic, not the Human Genome Project, comparison of biological trace evidence, identification of genetic diseases, determination of paternity, determination of kinship between individuals, polygenetic inheritance, identification of victims. False, true, false, true, 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 false, true. False, true, false, true, 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 false, true. Which nitrogenous bases are complementary in DNA? ATCG, ATCG, AU नहीं, DNA में नहीं, ATCG, AT. Yes, okay. 97. False, false, true, false, false. और बाकी false, false, true, false, false. और बाकी सब. Okay. Do plasmids have the ability to replicate themselves? Yes, they do, and not the host cells. Sometimes, depending on the state of the nucleus, yes, independently from the chromosomes, along with the chromosomes, yes, outside the cells, yes, in prophase. What? 98. False, true, false, false, true. In the host cell, yes. Plasmids ka host. Okay, false, true, false, false, true. In the host cell. Process of formation of two new identical DNA molecules is called two new and identical replication, transcription, duplication, translation, complementarity, metaphase, fertilization, gene identification. True, false, true. 100. ये यहाँ पे क्यों है? The reason why plasmids are important for clinical medicine is that the reason why plasmids are important for clinical medicine is that plasmids determine against which antibiotic substance a respective bacterium is resistant. Yes. Control hormone production? No. Regulate the effectiveness of antibiotics? No. Influence the pathogenicity of bacteria? Yes. Increase the sensitivity of bacteria to organisms? No. Decrease. Encode enzyme for the decomposition of certain antibiotic substances? Allow the introduction of new genes into human cells? Allow the spread of antibiotic resistance between bacteria? Yes. True, false, false, true, false, true, false, true. True, false, true, true, false, true, false, true, true, false, true, true. Regulate the effectiveness of antibiotics.